right, everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. Man, I'm excited for today's video because we're going to get to upgrade the X1C, which hasn't seen a lot of love since I've got the H2D. So if you're out there and you have an X1C or a P1P or P1S and you have a first gen AMS, today's video is definitely for you. I have a perfect upgrade for you to step up that printer to almost be as good as the H2D minus the nozzles and the print bed. And that is Sunlu's new AMS heater. So this is a heater that can go on top of my AMS that will give it the drying capabilities as well as being able to print and dry at the same time. So I'm super excited about this. Smash the like button to thank our friends over at Sunlu for sending this to me free of charge. They haven't paid me or compensated me in any way. They just sent me this and asked me to make a video with my thoughts on it. So in today's video, we're going to put this on top of the AMS original here on my X1C. We're going to see how hard or easy that is. And then we're going to dry some ABS so that I can print some stuff for my wood shop up in the garage. So if all that sounds good, then sit back and relax and I'll get everything ready. All right, here we are on Sunlu's website. This is a pre-order. There is a limited supply, so make sure you get your order in today. These will start to ship in October and November. I have a strong suspicion these are going to be really, really hard to get, especially with only $110 or $120 price tag. Keep in mind that if we go to get a normal AMS Pro, that's $360 or $159 for just the AMS HT for the high temperature stuff. So for $110 is a pretty good deal, and it goes right on top of your AMS that you already have. So it says it's very easy to use. Drying and printing are performed simultaneously. This heater can upgrade the upper cover of the AMS. So that's all it looks like that we need to replace is the upper cover. So it should be fairly easy to get in there. High efficiency heating with uniform temperature distribution, high compatibility, supports 16 color printing and saves space, upgrades the heater from the AMS Gen 1. Intelligent humidity monitoring, safe and reliable, PTC heating, dual level protection, and you'll see all of the other stuff with the AMS safe design. So what will be cool about this is in the long term, I'll be able to use this and the new AMS Pro and tell the difference. But if you are an X1C or P1P, P1S user and have the original AMS, $100 to make it an AMS Pro is pretty good. So I would jump all over this. 20 minutes to 70°C. That's pretty good. Real-time drying, flawless printing. And in a pre-sale now from July 10th to August 25th. Make sure you get your order in there in a very limited quantity of these. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what it takes to get this thing on the AMS. All right, so I would recommend removing your AMS from your setup, unplugging everything. And then if you do have these little desiccant holders in here, I would remove those as well, because we do need to flip this upside down. And there's a screw on either side of this thing right here that we need to remove in order to get the top off. So I'll remove those screws and I'll see you when I get back. All right, once you get those screws removed, the lid comes off pretty easy. And the next thing that we'll need to do, it does come packaged very, very well. Everything came in there. You have one little package with the screws in case you lost any of the screws when you were taking it off of the top. Has a super long Allen wrench. power cable, and then you get a bag with these little hinges, and these are the same hinges that were on the original lid. You can use those or the ones that come with that. The trick for these is the little, nipples right here go down. So make sure that you stick it in there and put it down. That way you can bring the screws back up through the top there. So I'll go ahead and get it mounted the rest of the way, and that is it for installation. Could not be easier. 4 screws to remove, put these 2 hinges on, 4 screws to put back on, and plug it in. So I'll go ahead and get all of that done, and I'll see you when I get done. All right, and just like that, we have it upgraded. Even with filming these couple of little videos and everything to kind of show you the process, this took under 10 minutes. This might take you a little bit longer than 5 minutes to do. Um, I could not see it taking you more than 10. It is super easy. So this could not be an easier upgrade for your original AMS. So let me go ahead and get it plugged in and attached back to the X1C, and we'll see what happens up here. And then we'll try to print and dry at the same time. All right, and here we are with it fully installed, ready to go. I haven't taken any of the little plastic protection or anything like that off, so let's go ahead and turn it on. Hit the power button. And then we'll see that it has the relative humidity, what the temperature is in right now, and then what the desired temperature is. And then this looks like just any regular, Sunlu dryer, just like the other ones that I have. 70 is the max on the temperature. And then let's see, time. Yeah, so you can go up pretty, over 24 hours. I'm at 28 hours right there. So plenty of time to fully dry while it's printing below. And then you can change the presets for PC, PA, ABS, TPU, PETG, PLA. So super awesome, gives you the relative humidity, tells you what the temperature is in there. You could set the temperature, and then you can have this thing run for the entire time that you are printing. So let me go ahead and get some filament loaded in here, and then we'll jump into Bamboo Studio and print out a benchy and see how that goes. And all right, so for our first drywall printing print, let's go ahead and print out one of our benchies. We'll print it out in blue here. So let's go ahead and slice the plate. We do know that there's some overhangs, hour and 15 minutes. And this is the cool part. Like, I don't have to do any software or anything like that in order to get this thing to dry while it's printing. So it's drying as we're speaking right now, and it will dry while we do this print. So let's go ahead and print it out, and I'll see you when it gets done. All right, so while it is printing, let's go over one other little setting here that I kind of bypassed, and let's dive into that a little bit deeper. So when I was going through the menu there, you saw RH mode, or relative humidity mode. And basically this humidity mode, the default heating temperature is 55 Cs. You can adjust and save the temperature when that mode. The default operating time is for 6 hours. But after the countdown ends, the device does not shut down. It automatically starts heating when humidity rises to 50% and stops heating when humidity drops to 20%. In relative humidity mode, or RH mode, users can adjust humidity ranges between 25 and 50%. After adjustment, the humidity automatically starts using this set value. So this is really, really neat because this automatically turns the heater on and off as you need it. So if you do have ABS or PETG, or any of these filaments that really need drying, or if you're in a place that's very, very humid, this might be a great option because you can just set the relative humidity to be the humidity that you need it to be, and it'll keep it that humidity whether you're printing or not. So I wanted to make that quick note for everybody. This is probably the game-changing feature that it has, versus just being able to dry and set temperatures for it to dry while you're printing, and kind of trick it to dry and print at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to this mode while it's printing here, and let it do its thing from there. All right, so here is the first benchy that I ever printed while drying. Nothing spectacular. It does look pretty like crisp or whatever, but I wouldn't say that there's like a huge dramatic difference in this. It's just PLA. However, this blue is an older roll of PLA that I have. But it did print. It didn't melt or anything like that or do anything crazy. So it was able to print and dry at the same time. So that was pretty awesome. You don't see any stringing at all. Maybe one little spot here with me zoomed in 16x. But otherwise, everything looks the same. All right, here we are the next day after everything was printing, and it's still in the RH mode. It's staying right at that 20% humidity. I did check it last night, and it did kick on when it needed to and turned off when it needs to as well. So it does seem to be coming on and off as it needed. So I gotta say, this is an easy upgrade. If you have the original AMS, be sure to pre-order one of these at $100 while you can still get them. I have a sneaking suspicion that these may be hard to find in the future. Be sure to smash that like button for Sunlu sending me this. Really, really appreciate Sunlu. They've been a great partner of the channel, sending us early things to look at before they're available on the market. So I do appreciate Sunlu for doing that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. That's going to do it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next live stream or the next video. Thanks for watching.